Buenos dias, amigos. My name is Mary Ellen, and I'm with Authentic Lingo. I'm the author of the program. I'd like to explain a bit about how we teach at Authentic Lingo. You are learning Spanish or French because you want to understand it. You want to speak it. You want to interact with it in real situations. This is Authentic Lingo. It will give you the tools to do just that. People usually do not choose to study a foreign language in order to read it or memorize dialogue or just translate. They want to interact with other people in a natural setting. How many times have you heard someone say, "Oh, I took a foreign language in high school for 3 years and I don't remember a word of it"? They dream of really communicating with people who speak that language, with people they couldn't understand or speak to before. So let's talk about why we can help you do just that. So begin by thinking about how little children learn to speak their native language. First, they hear it many times. They hear it spoken. They hear the accent and the cadence of the language. They listen. Next, they interact with it through actions and sounds. They practice, usually with family members. And finally, when they're ready, they say the words to use the language for communication. They share. So listening, practicing, sharing, that's what it's about. Let me show you a simple example. Here's how it does actually happen. The child listens. "Look at the puppy! What a cute puppy!" The child laughs and reacts by trying to say cute puppy, and it comes out as Koopa. He practices with new words. "Let's pet the puppy. Can you pet the soft puppy?" The child smiles and pets the puppy. "Where is the puppy?" The child points to the puppy. Finally, he shares the new word. The next day, they see a similar puppy. "Look, Danny, it's a puppy. Cute puppy." "Mama, puppy." And the child has produced the word. It's important to note that the verbal sharing happens only when a child is ready to speak. And as you probably already know, not every student is ready at the same time. However, when they do say it, they certainly understand the word. The initial goals of Authentic Lingo will take you through those steps as well. First, we will teach so that you can acquire an ear for the language, for Spanish or for French. Then you'll be learning useful vocabulary in context. And finally, you'll be able to connect those words so you can learn to actually communicate. Along the way, we'll pick up the grammar we need to build meaningful language. Just as a small child listens and practices, we will use what we learn to gain fluency. As for speaking, it will come naturally as students respond to and play with words and phrases. The correct accent and pronunciation will follow from listening and reacting to words heard many times. It is well proven that this type of action-oriented, right brain learning yields better retention and comprehension. It also gives the student those basic and effective tools with which to build more sophisticated communication. Plus, it's much more fun and engaging. Let's take a look at the courses. Authentic Lingo Level 1 offers 10 lessons in video format to guide students through new material and give you practice with it. The syllabus is available on our home page. Additionally, there are vocabulary lists for each lesson, as well as worksheets for visual practice, and 3 to 4 video review lessons throughout the course. Students work at their own pace, but at least 1 week per lesson is best. Further learning opportunities for homeschool groups or adult-level students will be periodically added to the mix in the form of live review or additional video lessons. All work is led by an experienced and credentialed teacher, myself. Our Level 2 in French or Spanish will take you on an interesting trip around France or around South America, respectively, asking questions to gain information in practical situations. Level 2 is made up of 11 chapters, each with 2 very focused lessons, as well as vocabulary lists, worksheets, and the review lessons. We will remix learned vocabulary in new contexts here, taking your fluency to the next level, and further developing your conversation skills and your cultural knowledge. Both Level 1 and Level 2, along with the accompanying worksheets and reviews, will comprise the equivalent of a solid first-year language course, and then some. Additionally, we have Word of the Day, which is known as saludos in Spanish or bon mot in French, and a growing body of helpful content on our YouTube channel, as well as our other social media channels. Need more information? Get in touch. We look forward to speaking with you. See you in Lesson 1. Au revoir. Adios.